Guys, I've got a contest with Amazon gift cards on the line, and I also need to ask for your help because here's the deal. I just launched my brand new podcast, Obsessed, and I want you to go listen to it. I investigate hobbies, fandoms, trends, careers, lifestyles that inspire legitimate obsession in people. Like, you're obsessed with something, right? The fact that you're watching this channel probably means that you're obsessed with at least one musical artist, so you know what this is like. Basically, I find people like you and I interview them to find out why they're obsessed, and then I try the obsession for myself. There's almost definitely a Taylor Swift and a 21 Pilots episode in the future. In the first episode, in fact, I actually investigate why people are obsessed with rapping. Here is what April had to say about my attempt to rap.
But it's kind of reminiscent of the time that you came to swing dancing and you were like, hey guys, I learned some new hip hop moves, and you started pulling out some straight Zumba stuff. You're like fully doing Zumba for us. We're like, Cliff, that's Zumba. Do you remember that?
I do.
It was really funny.
It's pretty funny, it's insightful, it's really highly edited, super high quality, like something you'd hear from NPR or some super professional podcasts. Obviously not quite as good as them because they're the masters, but it launches today. And because you guys know what it's like to be obsessed, I've been there with you. We've together been obsessed over several artists over the years. I really feel like I've kind of made this podcast for you. And honestly, guys, it's a really big deal for me. I want lots of people to hear it, and so I'm putting together a contest for you. I'll explain why in a second, but here are the contest details. If you share the podcast on social media or write a review on a podcast website like iTunes, either tag me or send a screenshot to clifford@popsongprofessor.com. I will enter you to win one of 6 $25 Amazon gift cards, and if a lot of people do this, I'm gonna add more gift cards. The more places you share, the more chances you get and enter to win. Just don't spam people or you're out. And heck, if only 6 people do this, which is very likely, then you automatically win $25. What a great way to start 2021. And if you want to go the extra step, the very best thing you can do is gift it directly to people who you know will like this kind of thing. They like podcasts, they like to hear about people's passions, they like to, hear some investigative journalism, they like to hear about weird niche things. That's the kind of people that I think will really like this podcast. And if you share it with them, then they'll be super grateful and they'll think you're super cool. But anyway, that's the contest and the non-contest extra step. Here's why I'm doing this. It's because I have poured heart and soul into putting this podcast together. I've probably spent like 40 hours per episode scripting, writing, producing, recording, interviewing, editing, all this stuff. It's crazy. And I know this isn't a pop song professor thing per se, though it's closely related. I'm bringing this to you and asking for your help because you guys have been so supportive of the things I've tried to create in the past. We feel kind of like an online family. I've made tons of videos for you. You guys have built this amazing community. Your comments are so insightful. You've supported so much of what I've done, and it's just been incredible. And so, because of that, I'm asking for your help with something else. This project represents a different level of production and creation, and I feel it's like me growing and maturing as a content creator and making something that is more professional and grown up. It's been super hard to make, but I think this podcast has a chance of going somewhere and being something special. And I think that a lot of people, including you guys, could really enjoy it. And that's why I'm asking for your help. I'm essentially asking to trade, the chance of Amazon gift cards, early fan bragging rights, and my eternal gratefulness in exchange for you being willing to help me get the word out. Just like every other way that you've supported me, everything that we've accomplished as a community, I would appreciate it more than you know. Of course, if you don't want to, or if you hate the podcast and the very idea of it, no worries, you're still cool. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll be announcing the winners of the gift cards on my Twitter and my Instagram in 5 days.